talk to you. Okay, the girls are in bed, and I'm tucking myself in as well. I can't wake her up. She's gonna turn me into a frog or something. I really need to talk to someone. So glad you're here. Come in, come in.
I have been calling and calling you.
I know, I tried to call you too.
You did?
Great, my phone battery's dead.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so upset.
I know, I heard what happened to your mom. I'm so sorry.
I still can't believe it.
Neither can I. I mean, a bomb explosion on a bus in London?
She was on her way to get a flight back home. And she would have never been on that bus. She would have never even been in Europe if it wasn't for me.
No, no. If there's anybody to blame, it's Ivy. She is the one that came up with that sick plan to have David Hastings pretend to be your mom's husband and John, her son, just so that she can have your father all to herself.
Yeah, but I knew. And I knew, and I was just so mad at her at the time that I didn't tell anyone.
You cannot blame yourself for your mom's death.
It's not all I blame myself for. Oh, God. So much has happened tonight. If I don't tell someone, I'm gonna explode.
Well, what is it?
You have to promise me, swear that you will never, ever tell anyone if I tell you this.
Okay, you know you can trust me. I'm your best friend in the world. Now, what is it? Where have you been?
I've been with Miguel.
Miguel? Well, he did care a lot about your mom. I guess it's only natural that you want to talk to him.
We weren't talking.
So, when you say you were with Miguel, you mean you slept with Miguel on the same night that you married Fox?
Oh, thank God Dad was able to get Mom out of here. Couldn't take another minute of her histrionics. I just hope she keeps her mouth shut about my phony terminal illness and Miguel and Charity impersonators. Why'd you have to find out? The trick is that she doesn't tell Kay. Oh, I gotta find Kay. If she's able to talk to Miguel again, she'll ask him about making love to Charity. He'll deny it. Well, she might just believe him this time.
Too late, buddy. I was just with Kay. I know about the lies you told her.
This is all about you now.
Wow.
Just think of me as a concert pianist trying out his brand new Steinway. First, I'll play one chord. And then I'll couple it with the next one. Until we make the sweetest music. Jared, my man, you finally found the woman of your dreams. I'll be there soon, Tess. Get ready. So I'm gonna make love to you all night long.
Ethan? Honey, where are you?
I love you, Jared. I love you so much.
I love you too.
your fantasies. You're something else, you know that, Fancy. Well, if you're dreaming about a quarterback, I hope it's me. Sweet dreams. You're safe now. I'm here.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Honey? Ethan, are you in the bathroom? Are you in there? Where could he be? Maybe an emergency at the office or something?
This is Ethan Winthrop. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message.
Hey, honey, it's me. I woke up and you weren't here. Where are you? Can you call me? Try his cell.
This is Ethan. Leave a message.
Sweetheart, it's me. I just left a message at the office. I don't know where you are. I'm actually starting to worry a little bit. Can you call me? You go check on Jane or something? Sweetheart, where is your daddy? Maybe he's in the kitchen?
had me coming and going for a while there, Tess. I didn't think you'd ever get Ethan out of your heart. I'm pretty sure you have. You accepted my marriage proposal. I can't wait for you to be my wife. Of course, I think the honeymoon's gonna start a little early, like tonight.
I love you too. And I want you so much.
I still can't believe that you were making love with Miguel.
I know. I'm a terrible person.
I don't get it. You just married Fox. This is your wedding night. When did you decide that you picked the wrong man?
I didn't. Well, it's not like I made a decision. It just... I don't know. It just happened. I couldn't help myself.
You couldn't help yourself?
I love Miguel. I've always loved him.
I know, but you put that behind you. You said you loved Fox.
I do. I love both of them.
But you married Fox.
I know.
Okay, I don't understand. You stood there and you took a vow to love, honor, and be faithful to Fox for the rest of your life. And you couldn't even honor those vows for a couple of hours? How could you do that?
I know, it sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy. It is crazy. Out of all the really incredibly crazy things you've done in your life, and there has been a lot, this tops them all. Running off with Miguel.
I didn't run off with Miguel. When I found out about my mom, I was devastated, and I just wanted to be alone, so I went to this park that I used to go to when I was a kid, whenever I was upset about anything, and Miguel knew that that's where I was gonna go, so he showed up there. And one thing led to another, and...
You had sex with him. You committed adultery.
Oh, God, that sounds terrible.
It is terrible. For goodness sakes, Kay, Fox is dying of a terminal illness, and you couldn't even respect him enough to wait a couple months till he was dead?
He's not dying.
What, this again?
No. Miguel said he knows that Fox is lying.
What are you talking about?
He said he thinks Fox is faking it.
And how would he know that?
Well, your mom is Fox's primary care physician, right?
Well, I think that my mom is everybody in Harmony's primary care physician, so?
So, he would have gone to her first. Doesn't that make sense? I mean, he would have gone to her first if you were sick or if he needed a physical or something, right?
Right.
Right. So, she would have to have some kind of information. She would have to feel like there was a reason that he needed to consult a specialist if he were really dying.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, your mom would have to make the initial diagnosis, and then she would have recommended him to a specialist.
Right.
Right, but she doesn't have any information about Fox on any of her files saying that he's sick, that he needs to see a specialist. She didn't even know about it. So that's weird. I mean, that's why Miguel thinks he's lying.
But why? Why would Fox lie and tell you that he was dying?
Because I think that he found out that I was gonna break up with him to be with Miguel. It's insane, I know.
Well, it is very Crane of him.
Don't say that. I know he loves me.
Okay, then what are you saying? Are you saying that this Dr. Gasparo is lying?
All I know is that somebody's lying.
You know, you got a lot of nerve coming to my house after trying to destroy my wedding, pal.
Look, I'm just here to take you to Kay, and I'm gonna make you tell her the truth, Fox.
Oh, come on, Miguel. You're the one that's lying.
No. I've told Kay the truth about everything, Fox. You're a liar, and Kay knows it.
Oh, really? What does she know?
Well, for one thing, you're not dying. You know it, I know it, and now Kay knows it.
That's a crock. You heard my doctor.
What, some stooge you hired to lie for you?
Come on, that's ridiculous. You heard Eve. She knows Dr. Gasparo. She knows he's legitimate. And she knows that he would never come down here and risk his license to lie for me.
Guess your father made him an offer he couldn't refuse, because I know you're not dying, Fox.
Get the hell out of here, Miguel. Just get out.
I'm not going anywhere until we get some things straight, Fox. Why didn't Dr. Russell know you were sick?
I just told you. Because I didn't want Kay to find out. So I didn't consult with Dr. Eve.
Dr. Russell's your family physician, Fox. You've been going to her for checkups ever since you came back to Harmony. If you had some type of fatal disease, Dr. Russell would have had some sort of indication from a blood test or something, but there was nothing, Fox. There was nothing in your files, and I want to know why Eve had no idea.
I just told you. Because I didn't want Kay to find out. You know, I don't have to explain anything to you, pal. So get out.
You knew Kay was going to leave you for me, didn't you?
That's a lie.
You made up this whole ridiculous story so that Kay would feel guilty and go through with this farce of a wedding.
Get out, or I will throw you out.
I'm not going anywhere, Fox. And I'm telling the truth. You're no more dying than I am, and I'm going to prove it. You were just scared to death that Kay would find out who you really are and dump you.
I'm warning you, Miguel.
You've been lying to Kay all along, and I'm going to prove it, Fox.
Give me an L. Give me a U. Give me an I. Give me an S. Luis is the quarterback. He's the best. Hi, Luis. I thought you were in the middle of a game. I just saw you out on the field.
Defense is up.
Oh, well, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Why not? I liked it.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I especially liked you doing it.
I can't believe you're even talking to me right now.
Why not? We're on the same team, right? You're a cheerleader and... Yeah.
Uh-huh. But, you're a senior and I'm just a freshman.
Freshman? Yeah, I didn't think that I'd seen you before.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably didn't even know I was alive.
Well, I do now.
Luis.
You are my passion for life.
Almost there, Teresa.
Hey, I thought you'd never get back.
Yeah, I drove as fast as I could.
Don't slow down now.
I missed you, Tess. I was afraid you'd be asleep when I got here.
Oh, I couldn't sleep without you beside me.
I love you, Teresa.
I love you too.
I'm gonna make you happy, Tess. I swear I will.
He's not downstairs. He's not at the office. He's not answering his cell phone. It's after midnight. Where could he be? Oh, God, Ethan, please, please, please don't tell me you're with Teresa. You wouldn't do that to me again, right? No, he wouldn't do that. Would he do that to me again? Mrs. Henderson. Jason, hi. It's Gwen Winthrop. I am so sorry to call you this late, but I have an emergency. Can you come upstairs to watch Jane for a little while? It's a matter of life and death. Yeah, it's gonna be my husband's death if I find him with Teresa.
Hurry, Ethan. Teresa needs you. She's in grave danger.
So you got any other cheers for me?
No, I'm too embarrassed.
Oh, come on. You do them in front of thousands of people, right?
Yeah, but that's different. That's for a crowd.
Well, why don't you just do one for me? Please?
Well, okay. 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 Our team is on the move. Luis is out of sight. Luis is in the groove. Luis is dynamite.
Oh, my God.
Oh God.
Are you all right?
Yeah, my ankle. It hurts really bad.
I don't think it's broken.
Oh, yeah. It feels better already.
If I rub it for you?
That would be great.
Fancy. 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 Fancy.
I still can't believe Fox would do something like that. I mean, he's a smart man, Kay. He had to know how hard it would be to pull off a lie like that. Think about how many ways you could have found out he was lying.
But I didn't.
You could have had a private conversation with this specialist, Dr. Gasparo. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah, Gasparo. Yeah, but if Julian paid him off, he would never tell me anything.
You could have forced him to submit to those tests. My mom could have done some, I don't know, blood test or something to verify if he was really sick.
Yeah, but I believed him. I couldn't make him prove it to me.
The more you try to figure this out, the more complicated it gets.
Tell me about it. You know, how could I be in love with Fox and marry him, but I still want to have sex with Miguel?
Well, I think your hormones were stopping your brain from functioning properly on that one.
No, it's not just my hormones. I told you, I'm in love with Miguel.
But you're married to Fox.
I know. But I believe Miguel when he says that Fox really isn't sick. In fact, you know, he looked really good at the wedding, and he looked really healthy to me.
Yeah, well, he was dancing up a storm with you.
See?
But what if he looked so good because he was happy? Because even though he didn't have long to live, he would live out his last months with you, the woman he loves.
Oh, God, I'm so confused.
Okay, let's just set aside for the moment whether or not Fox is dying. And just for the moment, the one thing that we do know is that Miguel is a two-timing jerk. He used you. He made you think that he loved you and wanted to marry you, when all the while, he was still in love with Charity.
No, that was a lie, too.
What?
Yeah.
We saw him making love the night of your bridal shower. They were talking about being together.
Yeah, I know. But Miguel swears that he has never been with Charity. He says he hasn't even seen her since she left Harmony.
I'm gonna go find my wife.
She won't be your wife once she gets an annulment, Fox.
That's not gonna happen. She loves me.
You really are crazy, aren't you? You really think she loves you after everything you've done to her?
Oh, once I tell her that you've been lying, filling her head with a bunch of garbage, she'll come back
You're
to
gonna
me.
talk to her, Fox. And you're gonna admit you're a lying bastard. How the hell did you convince Kay that I made love to Charity? How the hell did she think she saw me making love to Charity, Fox?
Get your hands off of me.
Thanks, Fox. I can really use this.
Hey, you did a terrific job.
Oh, how I suffer for my art.
All right, now the two of you get out of these disguises before somebody sees you. Amazing what a little latex and good makeup can do. Kay will never know that the Miguel and Charity she saw making love weren't the real Miguel and Charity at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Fox. You tricked Kay into thinking I made love to Charity, but it never happened. How the hell did you do it?
If Kay saw you making love to Charity, you were making...
I haven't seen Charity in over 2 years, Fox.
I tried proving that to Kay.
I don't have to prove anything, because you set me up, and you're gonna tell her you set me up. I don't know how the hell you did it, but you did, Fox.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy in love with Kay, and she loves me.
That is a lie. She loves me. She's my wife.
Don't you wonder where your wife's been since the wedding ceremony? Since she ran out on you?
She didn't run out of me. She was upset because...
She ran, Fox. She ran because she couldn't go through with the idea of spending her wedding night with a man she didn't love.
Shut up.
You know what? She spent her wedding night with me, Fox. She should have spent her wedding night with her husband, but no. She spent it with me instead.
You bastard.
Let me get this straight. Miguel told you that he hasn't seen Charity since she left Harmony. What, 2 years ago? And you believe him?
I know it doesn't sound logical, but yes, I do. I'm gonna have my marriage annulled.
Do you realize what you're saying here? You're willing to annul your marriage to Fox after what Miguel did?
I told you he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Hello, Kay, remember I was there. I was with you when we saw Miguel and Charity making love. He told her he loved her.
I know, I remember, but somehow what we saw wasn't true.
But you saw them with your own eyes. So did I. Stop it, Kay. You've seen enough. They were making plans, Kay. We could not have both had the same hallucination.
I believe Miguel. I know how much he loves me.
Okay, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Miguel tells you that he has not been with Charity, and you believe him because he loves you.
Yes.
Even though you saw him.
He said it never happened, so I know that it sounds impossible, but I have to believe him. He just wouldn't lie to me about something like that. He just wouldn't.
Jared.
When?
Hey, you were parked just in front of me. What are you doing here so late?
I had to go to the office. One of our projects in the Far East needed some attention.
Oh, so you're not with Teresa?
Why? Gwen, what are you doing out this time?
I was sound asleep, and I woke up and Ethan wasn't in bed with me.
He was gone. Without telling you where he went?
Yeah, I called his cell in the office, and I checked all over the B&B, and You know, the thought occurred to me.
What? What thought occurred? That he might be
That
here?
maybe he came here to see Teresa.
Bastard.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, you could be, but you're probably right. And if you are, I'm gonna kill him.
Not if I get my hands on him first.
Come on, get up. You're done, Fox. You're finished. Okay? Kay knows you're not lying. She knows you lied about that all along.
Shut up.
And she knows that you tricked her into thinking I made love to Charity. I explained everything to Kay, and she knows I'm telling her the truth. Okay?
Better?
Yeah, it's much better.
You're finished, Fox. Okay, you've lost.
The hell I have.
Kay knows all about your lies, and she doesn't love you, Fox. She loves me.
You mean you're lost? You've been telling her these things. Jesus. But she's my wife. She loves me. She'll believe me when I tell you how insane you are.
Yeah, nice try, Fox. Nice try.
She believe me. She's my wife.
Yeah, like I said, your wife spent her honeymoon with me. She doesn't love you, Fox. She loves me. And she spent the last hours with me. And I'm not gonna bore you with any details. Kay's mine, Fox. She's all mine.
Look, I know what we saw, Simone, but something in my heart tells me that Miguel is telling the truth when he says it never happened.
He thinks Fox set him up?
That's what he said.
You realize what you're saying here, don't you? You're accusing a man that you loved enough to marry of being capable of doing something totally diabolical.
It's horrible, but yes, I don't think that we saw Miguel and Charity that night.
Then what's the explanation?
I don't know. Maybe they were lookalikes or impersonators or something.
You're thinking about Jessica, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, we all thought she was drunk, but maybe she wasn't that drunk.
She said that she saw Miguel and Charity down by the wharf, but that they weren't themselves.
Right, she said that they were aliens, and she saw them peel off their faces. And she said that they were gonna try to make me believe that Miguel was with Charity.
And she said Fox was behind it.
Oh my God. What if she did see two people impersonating them?
This is creeping me out, Kay.
I know, it's creeping me out too. I don't know who to believe. I mean, I know Fox so well, and I don't think he's capable of this kind of deception. But then it's like I know Miguel too, and I don't think he would lie to me about something like this.
Well, I guess the only way to actually find out who's lying and who's telling the truth is if Charity herself showed up.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. Who could that be?
Let's find out.
Okay, Simone. It's been a long time. Charity, what are you doing here?
Wait, Jared, wait.
Wait, why?
What if, you know, he's not even in there? What if Teresa's not with Ethan?
Well, then we'll be a lot happier now, won't we?
Yeah, I won't, because then Teresa will see she still makes me so insecure.
When? Look, I think you'll feel a lot better once we go in there and you see that your husband isn't sleeping with his ex-lover, my fiance.
Jared, I don't know. I guess I'm a little nervous to find out. I mean, he wouldn't hurt me like this again.
Tess and I are engaged, and we just made love recently. So if she is in there with Ethan, it's only because he forced himself on her.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Jared, but Ethan would never have to force himself on Teresa.
Oh, whatever. Why don't we just go in there and see for ourselves, all right?
Teresa?
We'll talk after I've beaten Ethan to a bloody pulp.
Have you slept with Miguel or no?